with some recent renovations that we'd made to the van, which included the addition of a 3000 watt inverter. It was just great to be able to pull up on the side of the road, plug the kettle in and make a quick cuppa, plug the fry pan in and make a quick toasted sandwich, and then get on the road again. The major Mitchell Caravan Park sits just on the eastern side of the town of Mitchell, and it hosts a very eclectic collection of yard ornaments and sculptures. It's just a short walk across the Marinoa River by way of the footbridge to the Mitchell Spa Complex. The Spa Complex is open most days of the week, and you buy a day pass for $10, and from there you can enjoy the calming benefits of the natural mineral water. Slow cooking on the campfire. How good is this? What a great tree camp. Right beside a rock pool, which is really, really deep. Threw a line in this afternoon to see if there's any fish in there. And I got lots of little ones like that following the lure up to the surface, but didn't manage to jag anything big. But I'm sure they're in there. We were in the west following some very significant flooding through the earlier part of 2025. Many of the roads had not long reopened, and the roadworks were continuous and much needed. As you can see here, there were huge deep gouges on the sides of the road which were very soft after trucks had gone off, and I'm so glad that we didn't have to put the caravan out. In our opinion, there wasn't much to see in Charleville, so we headed south to Cunnamulla. But halfway there, we came across this really interesting sign heading to the beach in a little town called Wyandra. So obviously we had to go and investigate and see what there was to offer. And true to its word, the Peru Shire Council offered up the beach, a lovely sandy area on the banks of the local river where one couple were fishing, and it was obvious that many people had had picnics and barbecues along the banks of the river. Following our visit to the beach, we went to the Wyandra Post Office come general store, and a very quirky little place, and there was lots and lots of paraphernalia and knickknacks. Kerry bought a pug dog cup and saucer, while I availed myself of a $12 scone with jam and cream and a cup of coffee. I must say, however, the scone was very, very nice and certainly up to CWA standards.
At Cunnamulla Hotel. A little worried when we first pulled up. It looked like it was completely closed.
Our next stop was the Cunnamulla Hotel, where we went for dinner, and it wasn't exactly overcrowded, let's say. In the centre of town there's a wonderful statue of the Cunnamulla fella, the subject of a song from the famous Slim Dusty era. Also the Cunnamulla Hot Springs, which we visited the next morning.
We're going to the Cunnamulla Hot Springs. This is one they've got to pay for, so it better be pretty good, because there's quite a few free ones around, which we've been exploring, haven't we? This little track takes us down to the pontoon and the river walk. Probably not a bad sight at sun. Probably quite pretty at sunset. Oh, lovely. 35 to 38 degrees. Beautiful. And this is the outlook from our spa bath.
Pretty soon we were back on the road again and keeping our eyes peeled for kangaroos as per usual, but what we hadn't encountered before were quite substantial herds of emu. These guys are so well camouflaged and they blend into the scenery. Fortunately, all of the emu that we saw were behind fences. Which brings us to the town of Gaduga. This tiny little town that doesn't even have a general store somehow hosts this enormous free camp area. The night we were here there was 27 caravans and free access to a really, really big Artesian Spa pool. It was really just quite amazing. The next day it was down to Lightning Ridge. Lightning Ridge is an area world famous for mining of black opals. There's a small township and it's surrounded by mining camps and mining leases and some really odd characters. Lots of them have got big bushy beards and I suspect they're hiding from the authorities. Although we passed on going down to do a mine tour, we still went underground at the Black Hand mine and investigated the chambers of the Black Hand. There are 26 chambers in the sandstone, about 15 to 30 metres below the surface, where a miner who had failed to make money out of opals used a butter knife to carve hundreds and hundreds of intricate sandstone carvings. Really quite fascinating. Next on our list of things to do was a visit to Amigo's Castle. This amazing rock edifice was built entirely by hand by one man over a span of several years. He collected the rocks from the roadside in that old Bedford truck over there and then laid them out on the ground until he found a good fit between each of them, and then stacked them one on top of the other and backfilled them with concrete and small pebbles. And the end result is Amigo's Castle. Along the way we were threatened by low-lying rain clouds, which were probably remnants of the flooding that had occurred only weeks before. There were also several opportunities where we had to get the car and van well off the road because of wide loads coming through. The pilot helpfully on the radio told us, "Yeah, you'll be right, mate. It's not that soft." Our last stop on the way home was a free camp at Condamine. Again, an amazing facility provided by the local council. There were covered eating areas, there was a camp kitchen complete with electric jug, electric kettle and a fry pan, playground for children, several powered sites, and drive-through hard-packed dirt. What more could you ask for? It was just great. And so Condamine brought us to the end of our Artesian Spa loop. We headed home from here and ready to pack the van away and head off overseas. Stay tuned for those videos in upcoming episodes.